Hello, I'm Jaque Fragua from Jemez Pueblo. I'm a painter, mural artist. Right now I'm working on a project for the El Rey Theater downtown Albuquerque on 7th and Central. And it's part of a larger project called Street Text, which is taking place at 516 Arts, also on Central. The opening is on October 2nd, Saturday, 6 to 8. And it runs through December with a multitude of events and performances, talks, film screenings, poetry. Kind of covers the whole spectrum of public art and underground art in general. It came about through the need to respect the culture that is very alive and well here in Albuquerque and in the Southwest, which has been sort of looked down upon because of misunderstanding and misrepresentation. And in other places, other cities, more progressive towns, there's been street art shows, there's been graffiti shows, really putting these artists on the map. The whole concept of being in the street, it's public, it's free, you can do things that you aren't normally allowed to do in private areas. Trying to get the circle. This is a cheek. This itself is a cheek mark, and the rest of it is part of a larger face, which is going to connect to the rest of the mural as a sort of a shrine portal. As you can see inside, it's a derelict building. It's burned down, and we're just giving it some new life right now by putting some color to it. Yeah, so we could cover it top to bottom, but in the interest of time and materials, we're going to instead do some patterns along the wall and leave the rest of the white space clear, and just bring out some simple, bold patterns and symbols across the top. And at the end of the wall, it's going to converge with this man climbing up a ladder. So it's sort of representative of the next level of consciousness or understanding. So it's going to run through him. This flowy pattern of clouds and people. And on the other side there's going to be another piece by collaborative artist Chris Stain. And we have yet to speak with him, so we're still in the planning process at the same time. But that's the good thing about, or the good nature about this art, is it just reveals itself, it unfolds as you continue. It's all about the process in this type of setting. This painting I did is called Tune, and it's about harmony in the universe. And to me, it represents the struggle that we all have to find something divine within ourselves as human beings, and find that spiritual side, to connect with it and to appreciate it and respect it, and to also just live with it. In the foreground there's two figures. One represents the male, or the just fighting force, and the other one is more of female divine energy, and more or less passive, but they're wrapped in each other in sort of a wrestling struggle. And to me, it reminds me about the story of Jacob and God, when God sent an angel to wrestle Jacob, and man eventually won the fight. But it's not really about winning, it's about understanding that there's a capability and there's a will that's not within human nature, but it's within the spiritual side of things. And when we manifest that, we can do things that are supernatural, or things that are beyond this reality, beyond this physical world, that seem magical. So that's what this piece is about, and to be able to recognize it and to come to terms with it as a human being. I think the overall theme is actually just freedom to do whatever is on the mind and whatever is in present moment. And that's sort of what street art is about working in the environment that you're in. It's working within the context. It's contextual art because you're having to recognize the composition in terms of architecture, in terms of space, in terms of what paint you have, resources. So it's all about using what's around you rather than trying to seek out things that are not necessarily required for the art, for your vision. You're just doing what feels right at the moment, and doing many things with little things. So that's sort of the idea I have, or the feeling I have about this show is being simple and making the most out of what you have, and humility. I hope that people come away with questions so that they're able to create dialogue amongst themselves, amongst their peers, with the actual artists, and to develop their own individual ideas about what public art is to them and what street art is, and what art is in general, to create their own definitions of creative expression. Yeah.